Welcome to our Black History Month Assembly and Celebration. Before we get started, I just want to review some expectations because we're here to honor some guests and show how respectful we are during assemblies. And I know you know what that means, okay? So we are honoring, in honor of Black History Month, we're hosting our first Legacy of Leaders Assembly. So our three honorees will be recognized in one or more of the following leadership categories: business, community engagement, or civic partnership. Our three honorees are Deanna Lewis-Watkins, franchise owner of 5 Wingstops and 4 Fatburgers, Fire Chief Robley Brown, and Vice President of Valley Strong Credit Union, Chei Brown. We're excited to celebrate their numerous successes and even more proud to call one of our, you guys, they went to Curran. These people went to Curran, okay? They ate in that Ms. cafeteria, right here. They went to class in your classrooms, where you go to class. And they are very successful. And we're gonna have an opportunity to tell their stories in just a minute. Let's welcome our restorative specialist, Ms. Tyler. A round of applause for Ms. Tyler.
Thank you, Ms. Rolanda. Good morning again, everyone. How are we doing this morning? Awesome. I am so excited about today's assembly. We had a wonderful time this past Friday at our Black History event, our Black History Expo. Remember, our theme this year is celebrating Black history then and now. So at our expo, we had an opportunity to visit various tables and at the expo to find out about individuals such as Harriet Tubman, and we also learned about, oh my goodness, Mae Jemison, and there's so many more. But today we're actually going to move forward and find out about the legacy that is being left here at Curran Middle School. So again, we're actually starting a new tradition, and again, I'm so excited about it because you are finding out today that you have potential beyond what you could possibly imagine. Remember, our theme for the year is to be bold. What does it mean to be bold? To believe on purpose and living the dream. Let's say that again. Believe on purpose and living the dream. One more time. Believe on purpose and living the dream. So now here's the thing. Anything is possible if you can what? Believe. And so here's the key though. You have to believe on purpose. Because in life, you're going to have various trials. There's going to be hidden, unexpected events that's going to happen in life that will try to throw you off. And I'm sure many of our legacy leaders who are here today, if you were to hear their stories and they were to talk to you privately, they will let you know what? This was not an easy journey. However, they had what's called grit. They had what's called resilience. They had what was called, as we saw on our door for Harriet Tubman, do not quit, keep going. And so here, what we're going to do today is to encourage you, to let you know that, again, anything is possible if you what? Believe. And so, again, let's welcome our legacy of leaders. Give them a round of applause again. So the way our assembly is going to work today, if you notice, if you probably haven't seen it because it's actually brand new, but we've actually created a display for our first legacy of leaders who are paving the way for many of you to also have someday your picture inside of our display of legacy of leaders. And so we're going to hear a little bit about who they are, what they've done, and I want you to start thinking about what am I going to do in the future so that I can also be a legacy of leader. The first person that I would like to acknowledge today is Miss Chei Brown. Woo! Chei Brown, graduate of Curran Middle School in 1985, is currently the Vice President of Branches at Valley Strong Credit Union. She is the first African American Vice President for the organization. Chei has a bachelor's degree in business administration with an emphasis on management and graduated magna cum laude. She is also a graduate of Western CUNA Management School, where she was selected to deliver the invocation. Chei was named Businesswoman of the Year, yes, at Kern County Black Chamber of Commerce in 2015. Her experience and education has helped shape her many successes during her 25 years at Valley Strong. She has been instrumental in educating the youth throughout the credit union's financial literacy presentations for local schools and other events. Chei is eager and enthusiastic about increasing awareness of financial education in the community and has served on the board for several organizations. She also takes pride in being a member of Pleasant View Missionary Baptist Church for over 40 years and her unwavering faith. Chei's greatest love in life are Jesus and family and her 2 dogs. Let's again give Chei congratulations as she comes forward to receive her award. Let's give her a round of applause as she gets her seat.
Good morning, everyone. I will tell you that I am a proud Curran Junior, it was Curran Junior High School when I was here. It's Curran Middle School now, but I am a proud prior Crusader. I remember standing on the stage. It seemed a lot bigger back then. It seems very small now. But I am humbled to be here this morning. And I will tell you that anything is possible. I grew up in East Bakersfield on Madison. And my journey, like Rolanda said, or Miss Tyler said, it was not easy, but it was worth it. So the only thing that will stand between you and your goals is you. If you set a goal for yourself, you can achieve it. So just know that anything is possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Chei. Okay, our next legacy leader happens to be Mr. Robley Davis. And on his behalf, his cousin, Miss Leah Davis, will be accepting his award. So here's a little bit about Rob. Rob is actually now, Miss Lucas was nominated him. He is in Oklahoma, am I correct? And he wanted to be here, but we do have a very special surprise from Rob. Hailing from Bakersfield, California, Chief Robley Davis has been chief of Langston City Fire Department for 7 months. In that time, he has made sweeping change to the department, from hiring fresh, experienced firefighters to reworking current rigs in service and setting up training regimens. His passion for fire service has burned since the age of 14, when he was an explorer with the Bakersfield Fire Department. He learned the ropes as a young explorer, being exposed to some of California's most unforgiving terrain, learning to fight dangerous brush fires from salty veteran firefighters, preparing him unknowingly for this leadership role. Chief is respected by his firefighters for his fatherly disposition and caring actions. His hobbies include fishing, hunting, and the occasional trip to the links to polish his golf game. He was recently wed to his beautiful wife, and they had a wonderful new baby at home, making his family #1. On behalf of Robley Davis, let's welcome his cousin, Leah Davis.
Thank you all for having me here, and on behalf of Robert, I appreciate the opportunity to receive this honor. And I would just like to let you guys know that you matter and that everything you do is important, and continue to grow in your education, and you can be anything that you want to be. Thank you so
much. Special message from Robley Davis. Here he is.
Hi, Invisible Man.
I must apologize. I have two more very special guests that I'd like to introduce at this time. We have Miss Isabel Silva, as well as Mr. Bernardo Ochoa, who is here representing Curran Family Healthcare. We need to give them a huge round of applause because they are who has helped us make this happen. Thank you.
Good morning, I am Robert Davis. I am a former student of Curran, and I've been sitting at the very same spot that you students are sitting in right now. But I would like to first say thank you to everyone for thinking of me and giving me the opportunity to speak with you guys, and I will be honored to accept this award from you guys. But I want to talk to you students just for a minute. I would like to talk to you guys and let you know that you have a future ahead of you. You have a right to be able to do what you want to do, and that right starts right now. When you walk in those doors of Curran, you have the opportunity to excel and do things that no other man have. Curran is a very good school. I learned and met great people there, and the teachers are wonderful. They're there to help you. And there were times where I thought they were against me, but all students think that people are against them, and all kids think that people are against them because they want you to do your work. Or aren't you turning in your work? I'm going to call your parents if you don't do something. And, at that time, you're upset. But you never understand until you become an adult that they were doing that to help you. And I had to realize that. And so one of my teachers was Mrs. Moffett, and her dad was working at Bakersfield Fire Department. He's now retired, but at the time he was there, she would threaten me with, I want to tell my dad you can't ride out. I want to tell my dad, you can't do this. And that kind of stuff would scare me. Like, no, I have to go to the station tonight. I have to go this weekend. So that would straighten me up and make me do what I need to do, because I wanted to be where I wanted to be that weekend or after school. So you guys have the opportunity to be able to do whatever you want to do, and take that opportunity and run with it, because right now you're young. Right now you have the opportunity to reach for the stars and grab them. And I just want you to know that it's starting right now. And I never knew that I would end up being a fire chief. That was never in the back of my mind. In the back of my mind, I just wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted to help people. I wanted to fight fire. And now I'm in this position. I don't get to fight fire as much. I don't get to, do all the fun stuff that firemen get to do, because now I'm sitting behind a desk. I am doing administration work, having meetings and all that stuff. Hey, nobody told me that it was going to be like that, but I'm here. I accepted the position, and here I am today. But I am honored to be able to speak with you guys and let you know that you have a future ahead of you, and I want you to take that opportunity and be whatever you want to be in life, because I had it, and I want you guys to have it as well. And to the teachers, I don't know if there's any there that was there when I was around, but thank you. Thank you for being hard on me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to show you guys that there is some crusaders out there that are doing great. I have friends that were not so lucky, but we just pray for them to continue moving forward. But I just want to say thank you to you guys, and I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to speak with you this morning. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. And remember, kids, you have an opportunity to be whatever you want to be. And I hope you take that opportunity right now. You guys have a good one, and reach out to me on social media if need be. My name on social media is Robley Davis. So if you guys need anything, reach out. I'm here to help you guys, motivate you guys, do whatever needs to happen. Have a blessed day, and thank you once again.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Robley Davis. Finally, our third legacy of leader. Her name is Ms. Deanna Lewis, graduate of Curran Middle School in 1982. She began her career 25 years ago. Now known as an expert speaker on teen issues, business topics, and just about everything in between. Deanna is an example to women, teens, and professionals seeking to better themselves with family, faith, and finances. She is the proud owner of 4 Wingstop franchises, and the 5th is scheduled to open this Thursday on Panama and South H. Let's give her a round of applause for that. As well as 4 Fatburgers with her partner, husband Clint Lewis, co-founder of Pure Inc. and managing partner of She Power Socialites. Deanna utilizes her over 20 years experience as a social worker, putting Bachelor's of Science degree in Business Management and a Master's degree in Educational Counseling to work. Married for 20 years to Clint Lewis Sr., Deanna has 2 amazing children, Clinton Jr. and Cindy, and a niece, Charlie. Deanna and Clint are involved in their church and community. Deanna brings a wealth of experience, education, business, talent, and dedication to help people find balance with faith, family, and finances. At this time, let's give Deanna Lewis, also our keynote speaker for today, a round of applause as our legacy of leaders. Deanna Lewis.
Good morning, good morning. I wouldn't dare get up here and say good morning, boys and girls, because then you guys would probably be like, boo, right? Nobody likes to hear that, but that's what they used to tell me. I take it as an honor, and I don't take it lightly that I have even been acknowledged today. Thank you, Mrs. Tyler. Thank you to Principal Strongen, I hope I said that correctly, for the invitation. Yes, I was a Curran Crusader. I have been and walked in the hallways. I've been in the classrooms here. I ran track. I was a cheerleader. This stage looked humongous when I was younger, and when I used to have to stand up here and sing, I was in the choir. I was in the band. I played the clarinet. Where are the band members? Okay. Well, do you guys still have cheerleaders? Okay, who's the cheerleaders? Where's the 6th grade cheer squad? Hey, girl! Hey. Okay. Then what else did I do? I played basketball. Where's the athletes? I did all that right here at Curran Middle School. I was excited. Again, like Miss Brown said earlier, it was called Curran Junior High, and 6th graders weren't here. So now 6th grade is part of middle school. That's cool, that's awesome, and then it can be scary at the same time, right? When I was growing up here in Bakersfield, 6th grade, you were still part of elementary, and then somewhere along the line, they decided to put 6th grade in middle school. How y'all feel about that? Y'all okay with that? Yeah. Okay, no, not shy. That's a great thing, okay. I think it's the sense you have of knowing that now I'm getting a little bit older faster. Let me say this, take all your youth in, because you're going to be an adult much longer than you will be a child. You will be an adult much longer than you will be a young adult, right? You will work. You will do all those things much longer than you will have this moment here. Do not let anyone, when I tell you I stand here and my story is long and I can't tell it all today. But I grew up here in Bakersfield. I don't know what that side of town was considered. It was on Bliss, off of Brundage, so we were kind of like centrally located. It was part of the east side, part of the west side. It was the part that you had to cross over to get to the other side of each side of town, right? And I went to Fremont Elementary. I was actually bused here to Kern. Do they still have the busing? Does anybody? Okay, so that hasn't changed. Woo. I didn't age myself too much, at least I still, so I was bused here to Kern. But I was so excited. I remember the favorite teacher. Who's in the room with their favorite teacher? Everybody put your hand up, that's a hand. You have got to say you are with your favorite teacher right now. Yes. But I can remember that favorite teacher that I had here at Kern. See that teacher right there, that's a cool teacher. She will let you know she is a favorite. I see her with the cool glasses, right? Yes, she is. So, but I can remember being in the classroom. I had a wonderful teacher named Miss Houston, and she was one of my favorite teachers. So so you don't think that when you leave this school, when you leave middle school, you'll ever look back. Because sometimes we get in the hustle and bustle of that sense of urgency that I can't wait to get out of here. I want to just grow up, be on my own, so I can make all my decisions, and I can just do whatever I want to do. Doing whatever you want to do comes with huge responsibilities, right? So don't even rush to do that. But I remember Miss Houston. I remember having to learn different things. I want to say that it was probably considered a history, civic education teacher. And I remember her. My principal here was Principal Bill McCullough. I believe that was the principal at the time. So I'm saying all this to say, I remember all those pivotal moments in my life sitting where you are right now. I remember coming in this cafeteria for lunch. I have a picture of me, two of the other students that were cheerleaders, and we're standing at that back door where the principal is standing now. And there's a picture of us in this cafeteria. Kern was a great experience for me. I enjoyed my time here. I loved it, but I involved myself. And no matter how difficult it may be, I wasn't raised with my parents, my grandparents raised me. So we all have a journey that leads to something. Some may say that was considered dysfunctional. Probably was, but in all honesty, it was the best place that I could have been because my parents didn't quite have it figured out. So my grandparents stepped in and they did the work of what my parents probably should have been more responsible for doing, but I couldn't let that be a hindrance to what I wanted to achieve. I had no idea what I wanted to be when I grew up. I just knew that counselors and educators were important to what they did for me. I remember sitting in the counseling's office here, going over schedules. I remember discussing test scores and what you wanted to score high on or what you struggled in. Literally walking through these streets with my clarinet, practicing to be in the parade in Bakersfield. Those memories will stay with me for the rest of my life. My time here was amazing. I may not have appreciated when I was here, but looking back, I can say it was wonderful. You have to take every moment in. And I don't care if you feel like I am an average student. I was not the sharpest tool in the shed. That may sound like an old cliche, because that's what we say, right? Some of the teachers again. But I wasn't the straight A student, right? I had a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy. Some would probably say I was a bit of a class clown occasionally, right? But I had to still respect my teachers. I had to still take school seriously. And I had to make those decisions every day that I wanted to be better than whatever my circumstances was. You raise your hand. What do you want to be when you grow up? Right? Okay, I have an answer right here. Yes, ma'am. See, that's a boss. That's a future boss, right? Because a photographer, you can take pictures and sell the pictures. You can take pictures for people, right? That's an entrepreneur spirit. When I was growing up, you raise your hand, you say, I want to be a teacher, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an attorney, and those are all amazing things to be. They really are. I was a social worker for LA County for 25 years before I retired. But along the way, I said, there's something else that I think I want to do, right? So I decided to look into the financial world. I started taking my money seriously. I started making money. Me and my husband started making money in finance, in real estate, in insurance. And that may seem like so astronomical to you, but it starts here when you learn how to count. You know how you have to be responsible for your money that you get, right? So everything that you want to be, it can start right here, right now. There is no limit to it. A photographer, you start taking pictures of yourself and everybody that you know now. And you keep those pictures. Because you get to look back and see that. Yes, young lady, I see your hand. Yes, you. A geologist. Okay, so help me with that. I told y'all earlier I wasn't like y'all come up with the fanciness. Okay, the geologist, do you kind of do the rocks and the oceans, and is that kind of geography? No, see, they already smarter. What is that?
It's the study of rocks, I guess.
Okay, so rocks. See, I was right there with you though. Rocks. Okay, that's amazing. There's nothing, you can do that. And even if someone laughs because they think that rocks aren't cool, rocks are kind of dope. And when you know how they work and you study them, you can be a boss of rocks. How about that? That's right. Yes, sir. Right next to you, and then I'll ask you as well. Yes, you.
U.S. military sector.
Now, let me tell you something. Don't laugh, because that's exactly what my son said at his 8th grade graduation, and everybody at the graduation said, oh my, not a sniper. But we need the military, right? They're the ones that protect our rights, especially as American citizens. So you can do that. You should study whatever you want to be now. You guys have the advantage of having Google. You have, some of you may have phones. I don't know if 6th grade you have phones quite yet. This is the time that you can Google to find out what does it take to be what you want to be, right? If you want to be a photographer, you find out what it takes to be a photographer. You want to be in the military, find out what it takes now so that you can work towards that goal, because that will come up sooner than you think. But if you already know now what it takes, what school I need to go to, what kind of grades I need to have, those are all your motivators to get you to say, this is what I need to do now in order to be that later, right? Okay, I have another, I'm gonna ask a few more here in the back. I like being engaging, so y'all won't just listen to me talk. Yes, put the backpack on. Yes. I couldn't hear you, sir. Navy? That's awesome. Can you swim? Okay, so make that a point to swim, because Navy is water, right? Swim this summer, okay? Yes, right here. A Navy SEAL, can you swim? That's good. Make sure you keep getting stronger and stronger in swimming. Yes. NFL player. That's amazing. It seems like, okay, so did you guys watch the Super Bowl? I told y'all that I play sports, so I have to talk about that. So Patrick Mahomes, which is the quarterback for the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
He said 8 years ago, when he was still in college, that he wanted to go to Disney World when he won the Super Bowl. I'm sure people laughed and probably thought, boy, bye. What's the chances of you going and winning the Super Bowl? And 7 years later, he did just that. So you speak it into existence. It's nothing wrong with saying, I want to be an NFL player. It's nothing wrong with saying, I want to be a pro, a boss of rocks, right? There's nothing wrong with saying, I want to be a professional photographer. You say it now, you believe it now, and then you work on achieving it. And you guys are so much further ahead than we were because we didn't have access to Google. We couldn't do the searches to find out what it takes to get to the next level. We just had to kind of wait till we got to that level and someone told us, okay, this is what you need to do. So you go back and you start now deciding what it is that you think you want to do when you grow up, and you work hard to achieve it, and you never, ever, ever let anyone tell you that you can't do that. Okay? Does anybody have any questions for me? I do have something for the few of the students that raised their hands. I have something for you. Okay. Okay, I have a question right here in the front. I'm sorry. How did I achieve my dreams? I work really hard. I found out from the people that are already doing it, because why reinvent the wheel? You guys heard that statement, why reinvent the wheel? I found out from the people that were already doing it, how they did it, and what I needed to do. You have to look and do the research and just follow the blueprint that's already laid out, right? There's so many, you have teachers, you have counselors, you have principals, you're gonna have so many more people. This is just 6th grade, which is a cool grade, right? Because you're kind of figuring out who you are and what you want to do. This is the perfect time to start writing it down and telling yourself every day that yes, I am going to be a Navy SEAL. Yes, I will be an NFL player. Yes, I will be a teacher. Yes, I will be a police officer. I will be a police chief. The goal is to believe it now, speak it into your life, and work hard to get it. I feel like if 6th grade does really well in something that they have an assignment, don't y'all like ice cream? So I can come back and have like an ice cream party with you guys? Okay. That sounds cool. Thank you guys. Have an amazing day. I know I can't answer everybody's questions, but thank you so much for paying attention. 6th grade rules.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Miss Isabel Silva. Let's give her a round of applause with Curran Family Healthcare, who has helped make this event possible. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Now that everyone's awake, I just wanted to thank everyone for inviting us to your school. Looking around in your cafeteria reminds me of when I was in middle school. So I didn't go to Curran, but I did go to North Park. And I wasn't a Crusader, but I was a Lancer. So looking at your mascot, we had the exact same mascot, except it was green and white. And so looking at all of you, I don't just see students, I don't see 6th graders, I see amazing, beautiful people. And I know that you can achieve anything that you wish. I hear some talking. All right. So I heard Navy SEAL, my father-in-law is a Navy vet, and he didn't know how to swim. He hated the water, but he learned how to swim. So if you're interested in being in the Navy, they will certainly teach you that. I heard geology. My neighbor is a geologist, so if you need some rocks, I'm happy to bring some rocks over to you. I heard photography. Did I hear someone say a health educator? No, that was my dream, to be a health educator. So I just wanted to thank you all and tell you that you're amazing, and I know that you can achieve anything.